Good evening. This is the ICU TV's main news tonight, the 19th day of April 2026. We're here to keep you informed with the latest news and current affairs. Stories making headlines are tonight. President Hichilema urges engineers to drive economic transformation. Musokotwane pushes water sanitation as economic priority in Washington, D.C. UTH performs over 30 life-saving brain surgeries on children. And of course, in international news, we have Iran turns back tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. And in sports news, Banda notes improved performance after FIFA series. I'll be back on the other side with the details to these stories. Stay tuned. With the news in detail, I am Misha Kinjakwa Edgars, together with Hagai Kasalu on the transmission box. President Hichilema has called on engineers in Zambia to play a central role in advancing the country's economic transformation agenda. He has encouraged them to contribute through innovation and high standards in infrastructure development. The president has stressed the importance of quality work and timely delivery in engineering projects. He also urged engineers to embrace partnerships that support economically significant developments across the country. The head of state was speaking when he officially opened the 29th Engineering Institution of Zambia Annual General Meeting and Symposium held in Livingstone under the theme Sustainable Energy, Smart Mining and regenerative agriculture for an innovative circular economy. The Ministry of Finance and National Planning has hosted a high-level engagement for finance ministers at the Zambian Embassy in Washington, D.C. aimed at elevating water and sanitation as core economic priority rather than a social service issue. The meeting focused on integrating water security into national economic planning with emphasis on the role with emphasis on its role in driving development and supporting long-term physical stability. The initiative also highlighted the need for stronger investment in the sector to close existing financial gaps. Finance and National Planning Minister Dr. Musokotwane says Zambia is prioritizing water security through fiscal allocation, decentralized funding mechanisms such as Constituency Development Fund CDF, and efforts to attract private sector investments supported by improved governance and project management systems. The University Teaching Hospital's UTH Adult Hospital in Lusaka has successfully conducted a 5-day pediatric neurosurgeon camp performing 32 major surgeries on children aged between 1 day and 16 years. The camp, held from 13th to 17th April 2026, exceeded its initial target of 30 procedures. The surgeons addressed complex conditions including hydrocephalus, spina bifida, and encephalocele and brain tumors. These conditions pose serious health risks if left untreated, often leading to disability or life-threatening complications. Now, the procedures were carried out by a team of local neurosurgeons supported by anesthetists and specialized medical staff. The initiative was supported by House of Hope, which facilitated all the surgeries and improved care for patients and their caregivers. The program reflects ongoing efforts to expand access to specialized neurosurgical services and improve health outcomes for children across Zambia. This milestone from the UTH brings us to the very first set of commercials, and still ahead in the news, Chikankata Kasamu Road works take off. More after this break.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance. Qualifications: National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434.
Thank you so much for still staying attuned to ICU TV's main news. We continue with the news. Works on the Chikankata-Kasamu Road D387 have officially commenced, with contractors fully deployed along the 32-kilometer stretch linking the T1 to Chikankata. Progress is currently below 20%, reflecting the early phase of the project. Now, the key activities underway include mobilization, land clearing and drainage construction, and roadbed preparation, and these initial works are setting the foundation of the main construction phase. Here is a report.
We are in Chikankata district right here. Rehabilitation works on the D387 road from the T1 junction to Chikankata are underway, with physical progress currently below 20%. This is the latest update from the Residence Engineers report dated 17th April 2026. Now, the project is 7 months into an 18-month contract, representing 38% of the scheduled time. The current phase is focused on mobilization and early works following the rainy season.
Of the scope is an upgrade from the current gravel road to a bitumen surfaced double seal surfaced road. We've reached, in terms of mobilization, I think the contractor is at about 90%. Work progress itself, we are somewhere around 20%. Yeah, in terms of the work period, roadworks being what they are more to do with it.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, says the ongoing war in the Middle East highlights the devastating human cost of conflict and serves as a reminder of the need for sustained global peace reforms. Mrs. Muti noted that the world continues to face complex challenges, including conflict, inequality, and climate change, which threaten the well-being of future generations. She stresses that parliamentarians have a critical role in promoting dialogue, preventing conflict, and supporting peaceful resolution of disputes. Speaking at the 152 Interparliamentary Union Assembly in Istanbul, Turkey, Mrs. Muti says Zambia remains committed to peace, stability, and regional cooperation. She adds that the country continues to uphold its reputation as a strong advocate for dialogue and mediation through active participation in international platforms. We'll go for our second set of commercials, and when we come back, we deal with international news. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Thank you so much for staying tuned to ICU TV. In international news, Iranian forces have prevented 2 oil tankers from transiting at the Strait of Hormuz after issuing warnings, citing ongoing tensions linked to a United States marine blockade. The vessels sailing under the flags of Botswana and Angola changed the course following the directive. Now, Iran has tightened control over the strategic waterway, describing the attempted passage as unauthorized. The move signaled renewed restrictions on one of the world's key energy routes. Now, the development adds to the escalating tensions in the region, with the United States maintaining pressure on Iran, while concerns grow over potential disruptions to global oil supply. While still in international news, the United States President Donald Trump has described Iran's actions as a serious violation of the ceasefire, warning that a peace deal will be reached one way or the other. The remarks come amid fragile negotiations between the two countries, with no agreement yet in place. Talks between Iran and the United States show some progress, but remain far from the final deal, rising concerns over a possible return to conflict as a ceasefire deadline approaches. Now, Iran has criticized Washington's position, citing continued demand that hinder the negotiation processes. Meanwhile, Israel has carried out attacks in southern Lebanon, despite an existing ceasefire, introducing Well, sincere apologies for that, as it was due to circumstances beyond our control technically, and we value your support and thank you so much for still staying glued to ICU TV. We continue with our sports news. Copper Queens captain Banda has highlighted the team's improved performance following their 1-1 draw against South Korea at the FIFA Series tournament. The result marked the conclusion of Zambia's campaign in the competition. Now Zambia played better organization and resilience, showing progress compared to the previous meetings between the two sides, which ended in a heavy defeat. The latest performance reflects a more competitive and composed approach on the pitch. The tournament has also provided a platform for growth as the team builds towards upcoming assignments with focus on maintaining momentum and strengthening overall performance. Here is a report.
The result that we wanted, but all in all, I think we've done well in this last game. You know, I remember when we played the same team last time, we had conceded so many goals, but I think now it was a good game. I think we dominated the game. We conceded toward the end of the game, which we need to concentrate when we are on those moments. So I think, yeah, we're heading on a good path. Quality of games that we played, they are very good for us and the team at large, because these are high-profile games, and these are the teams that we are supposed to learn from. And I think from my experience, I think I've learned more from each different teams that we've played, from Brazil, Canada, and South Korea. And I think we should keep the same momentum and implement them in the next game that we're going to have. For us to come back to the World Cup, it will take a lot, because we need to build our team very well. You know, we need to prepare adequately going into the WAFCON, because those are the games that's going to determine if we're going to qualify to the World Cup. So I think what I can say is we just need to prepare adequately, because we know that it's not going to be easy. So yeah, we have to be on top of the game. Oh, you know, it's unfortunately, but for me as a player, my aim and target for the team is the little opportunity that I get, I have to utilize it wisely. So not all days are Sundays there, you know. There is those moments I didn't get the goal, but I think there was a good moment with the team and everything that we need to, you know, we need good coordination and everything. I feel the team is there. What we need is good preparations. That's all what we need. We need we need early camp, you know, we need proper team organization and everything. So I think the team, we have material, we have quality players. All what we need is good preparations. The fans is to continue supporting us, and we'll surely keep on putting smiles on their face, and we know that they're always supporting us each time we are playing, so they should keep on supporting us, and we'll surely deliver good results.
Well, that story from Banda leads us to the end of the news. But before we let you go, here is a recap of the stories making headlines. President Hichilema urges engineers to drive economic transformation. Musokotwane pushes water sanitation as economic priority in Washington, D.C. UTH performs over 30 life-saving brain surgeries on our children. And of course, in international news, we have Iran back tankers in the Straits of Hormuz. Finally, in sports news, Banda notes improved performance after FIFA series. Ends the main news tonight, and this has been Mishe Kinjaka Edgars on behalf of the entire ICU TV production crew, and on behalf of my director on the transmission box, Hagai Kasalu. It is good night, enjoy the rest of the week, and be productive.